Hi there, it's time to try my next Sewing with Scrap project, and this time I'm going to try this one down here, the shirt right there in 2 pieces. I already cut out the pattern. I always trace my patterns into a new form, and I save them in these rolled up bundles of joy. I label them, and then I just stick them in a bucket, and that's how I store all my patterns. The reason I do this is it prevents them from getting wrinkled, and when I open them up, even if I haven't used them in a while, I have a nice little folder. So inside here are the pattern pieces. For this one, there are only 4 main pieces. The shirt front, the shirt back, and then 2, shoot, that one's stuck, 2 facing pieces. Right, so the back 2 pieces I'll be doing in this yellow. This material frays a lot, kind of sucks. All right, and then the front part of the shirt I'm doing in this rainbow scrap. So it should eventually look something like that, along with along the lines of making sure these projects that I'm creating are still inexpensive. I had to cut up my interfacing scrap into the right portions. One thing about these shirts I'm making, they are still about $5 a piece from my mystery scrap box. And interfacing is so expensive that could bump up the price easily 50%. So I'm sort of gonna have to match these up. All right, the next step is to reinforce the neck here, and then to put the facings on. Right, I have to pick out the thread. I'm probably going to use a yellow and change my bobbin and thread my needle, so I thought I'd take you guys through that process. One threaded needle, yellow bobbin, woohoo! All right, next I'm going to reinforce the corners. All right, we finished that step. So in case you're interested, this is Ken Moore. I bought this machine in 2005 when my twins were born, so it's 17 years old because they just had their birthday. And I didn't use it for about 16 and a half years, so I'm very happy it's getting some use now. Right, the next step I'm going to skip. It is to put darts in. And I don't feel like this pattern is going to fit me very well if I put those darts in. I feel like it'll be too tight, and I prefer a looser top. So I'm going to jump right ahead to the fun part, which is, well, I think it's fun. It's kind of like a puzzle. You have to line the facing up together, right sides together. You got to iron the shoulder seams down, and you're going to stitch all along the facing with the right sides together, and then you're actually going to flip it out. So that'll be cool when I'm done with it. I finished sewing the facing. So I sewed the facing front to front, and then I turned it inside out. So that looks really nice and finished. Very happy with that. And this is the front, and this is the back, so that's awesome. The back, I did the same thing. I sewed on this side, I clipped the curves, and then I turned it inside out and gave it a good press. So I'm happy with that as well. It looks pretty nice. So far, so good. The last step is just to finish the seams. They're getting really ragged now, so I will go ahead and try to French seam those, and the same on the other side. So we're almost done. Oh yeah, and then I just have to hem it. All right, stay tuned. I have finished the sleeveless shirt. I love this fabric. I think it turned out very nice. I'm extremely happy with it. I love the oranges and the reds and the blues. You can actually pair this with a shirt underneath. It's almost more like a vest. In fact, I'll probably wear it that way. I'll try something on. The back, I changed up a little bit. This originally was supposed to have a zipper down the back, but that didn't seem quite right to me to have a shirt with a zipper, so instead I just put in a little V right here, and I'll just get a hook and eye and put that together. But if I do this plan again, I will not, I'll cut on the folds. I won't have this seam down the middle. I don't like the way that looks. The bottom part, since I'm a little bit, my hips are much bigger than I guess most people. They're about 10 inches bigger than my waist, so I had to put in a little gap that helps it fit over my waist. In the rear, I also like the way it looks. So I'd like to go ahead and try this on for real this time, no jokes, because I actually like this one. So be right back. All right, so here it is. Isn't this awesome? It feels really great on too. I'm really glad I didn't do those darts, because I think it would have just been too tight for my chest. Yep, And I don't have anything to pair with it. I was thinking like a yellow turtleneck would be cool, or like a blouse, but I'm just gonna have to sew something else that matches this better, because I think it would make a great vest, as I was saying. So then you can see how the back looks as well, and how that V turned out perfectly. So I think it even looks good in the back, and I have plenty of wiggle room, and I think it's plenty loose back there, so I'm not going to add anything else. So there you have it, my shirt. Oh, I know what I can do. This fabric, this pattern came with a jacket, and I had originally intended to use another, let me see if I can find that. All right, so this pattern came with a jacket, and I had originally intended to use a different pattern with this material to turn into a jacket. I actually might swap it out and try a jacket with this because I love this pattern so much. I don't know how those will look together, but why don't you stick around and find out.